Okay, I'm going to do a video about a Universal game. Now, um, this is kind of the rough side, but I had to choose between what side would be exposed and what game, and I kind of like. I know it sounds funny, but I like the rough sides to be exposed because that's where I'm going to be dragging games in and out of here, you know. But anyways, this video is about a game called Cosmic Alien. It's made by Universal, and look at the graphics on this thing. Now, I did a video in the past about a cosmic gorilla, you know, but this is another one of these I love Universals because the artwork is beautiful on Universals. I mean, look at the artwork. Look how much time they put into this. It's literally, I mean, people say artwork lightly, like the side art or whatever, but this is really a work of art. Look at this, 1979 Universal. Got some cigarette burns. I could actually get these out. They're not that deep at all. But look at this control panel. Two-piece control panel. And there's lights behind here. I don't know if you can pick it up with the camera or not. But you can move left and right. You have your fire button, which is also lit up. And yeah, here let me look at the front here a little bit. Now, I don't. Does anyone know where I could source this tea molding? The reason I ask is this: it's not tea molding on this game is not. It's not 3/4, and it's not round. It's flat. It's like ultra oversized Donkey Kong tea molding. It's not 14mm or 9/16. It's not the one size bigger. I think this might be 5/8. But yeah, it's a stainless steel control panel, and they put these pieces of polycarbonate or plexi or whatever this is over it. And one interesting thing about this game is the monitor in here. Now, around the same time, 1979. This is one of the first. Is early. It's one of the earliest. One of the early color monitors. And far as I know, all the early monitors were actually modified television sets. And for example, the first Galaxian monitors were Wells Gardner television sets. And you can actually tell if you look at the guts to it that it came out of a TV box, and they modified it to take an RGB signal, which is pretty cool. But let me just kind of get a good look at this artwork. Oh, and the sides of these Universals, it's there's a name for it. It's a laminate. They make countertops out of it and stuff like that. It's a really, I mean, wow. I don't know. They must silk screen it, I'd imagine. But what a weird what a weird thing art on the side. Look at all the detail. Anyways, this game is sort of like Galaxian. Now, I would take a good guess and say Galaxian was first, even though they're both made 1979. But honestly, I don't know who copied off of who. Someone copied off of somebody. But, pretty cool game. Now, this one I'm going to do. Oh, yeah, and also all these Universals had this backlit. There's a light behind here. There's lights behind here and the button. And, of course, there's your marquee lit. But, see if I can get it out a little bit. It's just a beautiful game. Okay, I'm going to do a gameplay, and we'll see how far I can get. I rarely play this game. This game, honestly, I like it more for the artwork than I do the gameplay. But I want to show you guys what it looks like. Okay, let me coin this thing up. That's like a terrible, basic beep when you coin up. But A lot like Galaxian. They lay out this like pillar of like fire. Wow. It's actually kind of hard. Hard to avoid these the firepower on these things. I have to check the board out, but I think this ran off an 8080 processor, like Space Invaders, but I might be remembering it wrong. Maybe it's a Z80 or something. I am doing terrible at this. I'm not good at this, but I'm better than this. See that thing right there? Isn't that weird? Let me start another game. Let's try to get serious here. Ah, jeez. It's almost like the sounds are random almost. Right, at least when I try to get to the next level, I didn't even get to the next level on the first one. It's actually a hard game. You know what? It's bugging me. After this, I'm going to pull it out, and I'm going to see what processor this ran off of. I'll show you guys some pictures of the boards. These Universal boards are actually pretty simple. But it's actually interesting because people give credit to Galaxian for being the first colored game. Well, there's so many. Now, okay, alright, let me say it this way. Galaxian was the first game that had sprites with multiple colors. Well, this game has sprites with multiple colors too, but it came out the same year. And there's other games that came out in '79 that had multiple colors within the sprites. And I'm just wondering how accurate that is. Was Galaxian really the first to have multiple colors in the same sprite? But and you know, if I were to say Galaxian, or even this game or whatever, had what was the first color game, that's actually not true at all, because there was color games that were there was color Pong clones, believe it or not. But yeah, so that is Cosmic Alien. If it's Universal, man, I love the artwork on Universals. Isn't that cool? Now, in general, I mean, I do have a Satan's Hollow and stuff, but I kind of don't like seeing like satanic looking stuff on my machines, but this one is just so damn cool. But that's it. Oh, I'm going to show you guys a picture. Okay, I did get the board out, and it does not run off an 8080 processor. It uses a Z80 processor. But yeah, here's the sound on top here. Look how they left the extra spots in case you wanted to hack something. You know what I mean? But yeah, these Universal boards, they were pretty simplistic. Yeah, and they themselves put hacks all over them. You know what I mean? But this is what the inside looks like.
Very simple. I modified this power supply. I put larger capacitors that came with it. I put a beefier rectifier, bridge rectifier circuit. Um, I just want it to be dependable. But here's the TV. I don't know if you can see this, but look at the size of that flyback. I mean, that's about as big as that's a big flyback. Anyways, um, it's definitely a modified TV chassis by far. But I want to replace the fuse block because the fuse, you know how they get, they fall apart. Here's your power brick. It's filthy in here. But yeah, speakers way down at the bottom in the cabinet.
But oh, you know something interesting? You see these bumps that are on top of universal cabinets? Not all of them have it, but I was told by a guy, well, some random guy that he knew a lot about this stuff, but I don't know. But he said these bumps were used to stack these games up when they were in shipping containers, because these were built in Japan and shipped here to America. One thing that's also interesting about Universals, this particular cabinet, is the top door. There's a top door at the top of the marquee. It's kind of interesting, you know. But that was Cosmic Alien.